Paralympics 2024, when, who, and how to watch the Paris Games. The Paralympics begin in Paris this week. Here's what to watch for. The 2024 Paralympic Games kick off with an outdoor opening ceremony on Wednesday and run until September 8. Organizers are already touting it as one for the record books, with an all-time high number of delegations, female athletes participating, and global broadcasters covering it. It's the first Summer Paralympic Games to take place in France, and the first time since COVID-19 that spectators are allowed to fill the stands. There will be plenty of storylines and athletes to watch as the 12 days unfold, from redemption missions to rivalries to power couples. Among the stories we're eyeing, China, which has dominated the last 5 Paralympics, is looking to continue its winning streak. An Italian sprinter is set to become the first transgender woman to compete at a Paralympics. The Olympics and Paralympics are both multi-sport events and have been held in the same city and year since the 1988 Summer Games in Seoul and the 1992 Winter Games in France. The competitions are truly held in tandem. The word Paralympic includes the Greek preposition para, meaning beside. But there are some differences between the two, which have their own governing bodies. The modern Olympics started in the late 19th century, while the Paralympics grew out of a British hospital for World War II veterans in 1948. Olympic athletes tend to be able-bodied, while the Paralympics feature athletes with disabilities. There are 10 eligible impairment types, 8 physical, including limb deficiency and impaired muscle power, as well as vision and intellectual impairment. Athletes are grouped into categories based on the degree of activity limitation resulting from their impairments. The Special Olympics, by the way, is a separate thing altogether. Para-athletes will compete in 549 medal events across 22 sports, both individual and team. Notably, 2 Paralympic sports do not have an Olympic equivalent, goalball and boccia. The rest of the list includes sitting volleyball, wheelchair rugby, tennis, basketball and fencing, rowing, equestrian, swimming, para-triathlon and more. In some sports, including para-athletics, para-triathlon and para-cycling, visually impaired athletes compete alongside a sighted guide or pilot, some of whom are Olympians themselves. Since 2012, the guides have been awarded medals, too. Paris organizers say the sports with the most competitors are para-athletics, 1,135 athletes, para-swimming, 608, and para-table tennis, 281. The International Paralympic Committee says a record number of delegations are competing in the Games this year. They said the same of the Tokyo Games in 2021, too. While the final headcount hasn't been confirmed, organizers say Paris will welcome roughly 4,400 athletes from 168 delegations. That number includes the National Paralympic Committees of 167 countries, an 8-member refugee Paralympic team and as many as 96 neutral athletes, 88 from Russia and 8 from Belarus. Athletes from those 2 countries are not allowed to compete under their flag following Russia's 2022 full-scale invasion of Ukraine.